think we're live. Oh yeah, we are. Yeah, I think we're live now. Cool.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so welcome to the next round of our DMCI Overwatch tournament. So we have kind of the winners finals here, actually, just because we only had kind of effectively 4 teams here. So whoever wins this match between Team Miss and Love QuickPlay is going to be heading to the grand finals for this school tournament. So very exciting. So we discussed the map. So it looks like Love QuickPlay, being the #1 seed, chose to do Dorado as their choice. So we'll get started right away. So Love QuickPlay, since the tournament started, they got the first round bye. So they have one less game under their belt compared to Team Miss there. So we'll see if that extra game actually matters or not. Also, I'd like to point out that my streaming partner here, Alex, is back. So gonna get some help commentating the game. Welcome back.
Hello, hello.
Alright, so Dorado, what kind of things are we expecting for this game here?
Honestly, Toronto's one of those very split opinion maps. You know, very frequently you'll see a lot of teams hold this first high ground on defense and just try to play a little spam comp, push down, but you know, with the rooftops and everything, there's a lot of Winston or Diva dive just to gain a little bit more ability, a little bit more access to there, and kind of push them off a bit. But
yeah, so we do see a bit of a flanking situation on defense with Rombo Hawks and the Sigma. It's not so much protecting their front line, and he's kind of taking a side off angle as a tank. We do have a very mobile team on Love QuickPlays with the Monkey.
yeah, Team Mist giving up a lot of free progress here, though. It would have been nice to see a little bit more solidarity, coordination in that first hold. Like you said, like Bongo was taking that slight off angle, and his teammate, unfortunately, they weren't able to use his shield and utilize that resource to take advantage of it.
So a bit of a pirate ship going on as well, with the little clothing turret sitting on the cart. I did have a quick chat with Love QuickPlay, and they did say they want to focus on more of a long-range play. So I guess that's why they're kind of focusing with the Ashe here as a kind of a strong DPS start on their side.
Yeah, the tank for Love QuickPlay is really doing a great job at creating space and just making their presence known.
You see right here with Monkey just attacking the back.
He went a little bit too far in, but his teammates able to clean that up. Big Mercy Res coming in here, both sides. Unfortunately, Bastion. Oh, that was a risky ultimate, and unfortunately did not pay off.
And what was neat too, I don't know if you noticed, but Winston was able to put down the bubble right around the Bob going off there, so it's just completely protecting Bob. Just free reign, free fire. So we do have a switch into Orisa. Hopefully the tankiness will kind of hold back some of the Monkeys' offensive plays here.
Be able to play a little bit more together with the beat. Try to punish the dive a little bit here.
We do see a bit of a comeback with the strong hind for Mackie.
Yeah, it is going to be interesting. There's a lot of time unlocked here. Dorado third point is a little bit more holdable of a point, more defensive point. So I have seen a lot of large time banks decrease on it, but Love QuickPlay does have a huge advantage in time right now. Oh, that was a risky play coming in from their tank.
Yeah, with
just creating that space, and the rest of his team, or rest of their team, is able to capitalize on that and clean everything up.
well, unfortunately, with Ash just kind of finishing out their entire team by themselves. Even though they lost their tank, the DPS is doing a great job on the QuickPlay side.
Yeah, Team Mist did a great job of turning around, dealing with that primal Winston and blowing him up. But yeah, unfortunately, the DPS from Love QuickPlay was just able to clean up everything. They're out there in a really precarious position here. Not catching anything with the batch. This is really just being a nuisance, creating space here. Not able to punish that res when it comes off. It's looking really tough for Team Mist here.
Yeah, it's a bit of a scramble. Calls can be thrown around, and right now they're just trying to stall as much as they can, but just the overwhelming offensive play from Love QuickPlay just kind of sealed the deal at the end here.
Yeah, it was a tough hold to begin with. You know, there was a lot of snowball action going on for the first points, with you know, fairly sizable ult advantage going in on that, and it just seems like the coordination from Love QuickPlay is on a whole nother level. Whether it's supporting their Winston, and enabling them to make the aggressive plays and force backline, force the team to turn around and deal with them while their DPS just have free range.
Tell me.
So it looks like we might have a mirror match of Ramatra. That's very interesting. I don't think we'll get to see that in this tournament.
I don't you want one.
See
It is going to be interesting coming out on Ramatra first point here, because Ramatra really only has that one shield. There's, you know, a couple different angles the defenders can hold here to just poke and punish them, and a lot of long range heroes coming in. So it'll be key for Team Mist to be able to force them off high ground and kind of make them uncomfortable and move them around.
Oh, a huge pick by the Widowmaker onto the Mercy. First attempt at the flying shot, but just being standing on the ground, more stable ground, above their first shot.
Once again, you see, like, they're taking a couple different angles here. There's nobody to really punish them off the high ground, be to force a position. They're hoping for picks right now, and I would really like to see a little bit maybe composition change. Oh, that was a huge pick right there. But just something to punish them a bit more, and not rely on the picks. Just, you know, reposition them and force them to fight in a place they don't want to.
Yeah, just kind of make them lose their positioning, just so your own team can grab their own space, hold their own space, and kind of push the cart.
Exactly. It seems to be working out for them right now as Team Mist is able to just keep pushing through. You know, maybe a little bit late of a challenge and drop here, but it looks like Love QuickPlay is forgetting about the most important part. Ooh.
Yeah. Kind of a back cap there, even though there's a trade in Kiriko ults. I mean, if you don't play the point, you lose the point.
They chased, and they were trying to force, you know, the tank and get the cleanup kill on that, and just unfortunately forgot about the cart.
And so we do have Bob coming in on this kind of the streets here.
Yeah, we do have a flanking Genji action here going on here. See if they're going in for a quick pick here off the back line, or what they're going to do.
Dying the Mercy. Not really hitting the shots, but the Ramatra all doing great work. Finishing out the team, so... Alright, so it's kind of our first big hold on defense in this round.
Yeah, there's really not much able to stop down a Ramatra with their comp here, so... Either hope that you can burst him down, slow him down like that, or he's coming for you.
Yeah, so we're gonna have kind of mirroring Ash ult with Bob. Maybe this Bastion might take an early ult. If not, maybe just push him up high ground, but it doesn't look like they're gonna elect that option. But we do have Maki taking out
Picking up
out.
both DPS here.
Yeah. We have that Ashe kind of hiding, taking a flanking healing angle. Great high ground though. Staying alive.
It'd be great to see Team Mist force out that Onyx. They're in a very vulnerable position, especially with the sleep being utilized. And there you go, we see him pushed out.
There we go, the Bob came out, did the job. Bit of a hole, bit of a reset on Team Mist side. We have Blade coming out as well. Not quite Nano Blade, but what do I hear? A different tank?
It is a Reinhardt.
Okay.
There's a little bit of a Ryan swap, you know, maybe a little bit more frontline pressure there.
We'll see what Quadric's gonna do with this Blade.
Here comes a Bastion ult, hopefully take some space, clear out point a little bit. Unfortunately doesn't get anything with that. Forces out Shuzu. And you know, Bongo Fox just trying to force point, but nobody from his team to back him up.
What's funny though, the Genji was kind of lost in the church, so I guess that didn't really matter too much. An enemy doing a great job just cleaning up everybody here.
Yeah, again, just, you know, goes back to that coordination I was talking about earlier, where Team Mist seems to be a little bit lacking in that, where Bongo Fox is trying to force a point, you know, get some progress on that. And there was the Bastion ult to help them out, but no supports and really a lot of high ground that they just couldn't overcome with Ryan. So
switch into D.Va, hoping to maybe push them off the high ground. But they do need somebody else to help D.Va out here. Because there's tons of damage flying in with the Genji, Quadric on the side there, and everyone just crazy tanking the D.Va.
yeah.
We have a Bob coming in, 2 Bobs coming in. We do have a switch to Sojourn. Didn't do too much.
Yeah, again, once again, the Nano Ramattra ult, it's very tough to deal with when you don't really have anything to stop them or block that off. They're just able to run down, and with that 50% damage increase from the Nano, it's free damage for anybody in that radius.
Yeah,
so what's starting to be a huge time bank is whittled down to just under a minute now.
Yeah, we have Quadric still hanging on to the ults, maybe saving it for a big kind of backup play if their team can't hold off the defensive attacks. So they're going on the flank angle, but you notice Bongo Fox here. Oh, there we go. Here's the Blade coming out. Oh, not very long lived, but does take out Bongo Fox, which didn't really have a suit anyways, so that might have helped them.
You know, right now I'd love to see Team Mist. Like, I really think they need to disengage here. They're trying to force this point, but without your tank, it's going to be tough.
There's a bit of time.
Yeah.
Game's not over until they're off the cart, so they wait a little bit. Protect their support, taking out Genji there. That does a lot of work. Great fire with Maki there. Taking out 3, taking out 4. Oh my lord! Only the tanks left over. Able to defend off Ramatra.
Focus targets here.
There we go.
Take
Great
some
work
space,
by Maki.
Keep 3 on the cart and hope to get this cap before they can test here. The tank going down last is always tough for the potential retest, but I think left QuickPlay wasn't too worried considering their huge time bank advantage. So
But the strong ending there with Maki and the Ashe. Tons of work to secure the point for them. So a great job.
Yeah, thankfully with Dorado being a pure payload escort map, you know, so long as they cap, they're gonna have some time. Even if they cap in overtime, they're still gonna have a minute to be able to try to get a push going here. So huge overclock.
I think
minute killer. Wow. You know, huge performances from the DPS back to back here. absolute cleaning up.
They might be cleaning up this. Oh, nope, this is just saving the Hammond. Just switching to May, maybe just to stall the point of level. We do have trading Kirk also. Just kind of throwing everything all over the place. May stalling the point, but Maki doing tons of work right now. Bongo Fox. Oh, and the Bob comes out and just finishes the job for everybody.
Needs to be careful with the mines. Oh no! That was quite honestly a team fight that could have gone either way there. It was looking like Team Mist might be able to secure there, especially with that early pick on the Ana before she was able to use her nano, but fortunately weren't able to finish the map.
Yeah, very close game. Very, very close game. Like you said, could have gone either way. Really strong ending point with Team Mist DPS. Not quite enough, especially with the close spawns on defense for Love QuickPlay that helped them greatly.
Yeah.
Alright, so it looks like we're going to be moving into round 2. Moving into round 2 for the tournament. So we're going to do a quick little chat with the teams and see which map Team Mist would like to choose for their round. We'll see if there's any swaps in roles as well. So you said that Team Mist needed a bit more cohesiveness on their end.
Yeah, just a bit more coordination. You know, especially in comparison to Love QuickPlay's offense there, where there was like a very clear, distinct role between the Winston dive and the rest of the backline being able to, you know, capitalize on that and punish Team Mist's positioning due to the disruptiveness of Winston. Whereas there's a couple moments with Team Mist where Bongo Fox as their tank was trying to force cart, you know, make them respect the fact that it is a payload and there is an objective, especially after that C9 on the first point there. And the rest of their team weren't there. So they were able to capitalize on Bongo Fox's positioning and quickly burst them down. You know, there's a couple different instances like that. So if they can clean that up a little bit, then, you know, both DPS on each team absolutely pop off moments. So it could go either way. Just a little bit of tactics.
Mm-hmm. So you see, yeah, almost like a snowball on both ends. With Love Quickly taking an early snowball on their side, and then Team Mist getting a bit of momentum closer to the end, but not enough to close out the game. Alright, so it looks like there's going to be a bit of a switch. So we have Bongo Fox moving down into the DPS role, and Minute Killer moving up into the tank role, so a bit of a swap in roles for the Team Mist there. And they did choose King's Row, one of your favorite maps there, Alex. So
It is.
So let's see how the teams fare in the second round. So it looks like they're both ready. Right, so let's get rolling. So I think this is probably the second or third time we've seen King's Row in this tournament. So fairly popular across the board as well, so you're not the only one in this boat.
King's Row is just objectively one of the better maps.
Okay, so not so much a Rhine yet, even though this is kind of your classical Rhine map.
Always breaks my heart a little bit.
We do have very similar comps as before with Sigma on the tank for Minute Killer, and Bongo Fox on the Bastion instead. So again, swapping roles but same composition. We'll see what AI2 selects as the support there. We do have the Zarya on offense. See if that sticks. Kind of high damage, but we'll see if that is able to defend off a Bastion turret mode.
5, 4, 3.
You know, great potential, but yeah, the Bastion bursts those bubbles down really quickly, and if there's a good focus fire, then Zarya's not going to last too long.
As you can see, the bit of a cheeky shield by Sigma thrown onto the Widowmaker's little crow's nest here. Kind of peeking the point, see if they can see anything. So you have a great rotation over to the high ground there.
Yeah, so once again, that's just that's the team cohesiveness, right? The coordination. They're playing together. They're trying to, and Quadric's still in spawn, trying to keep an angle, keep that angle secured, make him respect the Widow. This is a very long flank.
It's kind of reminiscent of, remember LA Gladiators in Overwatch several years back? Very similar. Yeah, with now with Quadric still in spawn playing as the Widowmaker, so really funny that they're kind of referring to that team comp or this kind of team strategy. So it does pay off. They're getting 2 ticks and probably the 3rd one as well. So Quadric doing great work as Widowmaker in the spawn doors. And we're gonna have to switch into Genji.
That's exactly what they were planning for. You know, they forced the position, they forced Team Mist to go into the hotel, and unfortunately, one of it was like AI2, I believe, peeked a little bit too far, and 3 pickets for the Widow there, and just opened up that team fight. So
we do have a swap onto Widowmaker for Mackie, so maybe to challenge the other Widow, but Quadric did switch into Genji, so kind of trading roles. The Genji doing a bit of work, keeping the Widowmaker off her post.
Yeah. Great field by Amy on Mackie there as Quadric tried to dive, but again, force that out of position, and the Zarya being so high charged right now, AI2 on the Moira isn't able to heal through that. So, you know, the Ryan minute killer used backing up, wasn't really able to hold their ground, take any space, so again, Quadric trying to go for a little cheeky flank here on the back line. Oh, great job.
Mackie doing a great job with Widowmaker.
But you know what?
2 very skilled Widowmakers on both sides.
Yeah, the Quadric able to do their job and divert the attention long enough that it was a free 2nd point cap.
And if you look closely too, both support ults are ready from both sides, so we're going to see if that plays a role in this first kind of push on the last section.
Yeah. Yeah, love QuickPlay. Oh, huge grab. Oh no! Shut down on the coalescence.
Oh, and Bongo Fox falling through the hole.
Oh, to the Shuzu!
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Oh, that's not something you see quite often.
Alright, so we have Camille here with the visor, ready to kind of push out this last section. Amy's still with the Cure Gold. That helps him out. Taking tons of damage, having to throw out the Suzu already. Throwing out the ult. Visor not thrown out yet. Hammer, but not
shatter on the back line.
Taking out the Mercy. Will be enough.
Really unfortunate they weren't able to get the pin kill on that. That was a great shatter on the back line, completely ignoring the Zarya and just focusing on targets that they knew would be vulnerable.
But even though the Zarya was ignored, she was still high charged and able to clean up some of the defensive pressure.
Yeah. It's 2v2. Team Mist does have the advantages of the closer spawn and having a support. So, oh no, falling off the path there. But this is huge for Love QuickPlay because their Zarya hasn't died yet, so they're able to keep that ult or the charge on their beam and keep that high damage output.
That proves to be a very, very strong tactic, really. And we were saying, like, Zarya doesn't really have that defensive pressure, but as long as she's staying alive, that charge stays as well. So we do have High Noon coming out. They've been taking away the Suzu saves. Quadric taken out, but again, the high damage. Zarya just being a house.
Zarya's just able to melt through everybody. Not much you can do. Oh,
Bongo Fox able to do some work, but not enough.
Awesome with that Bongo Fox. Support's on cart right now, but he's able to rally very quickly here, and there goes.
Let's go.
There goes Love QuickPlay.
Yeah.
That was an absolute clutch ultimate coming in from Bongo Fox. Again, you know, not much to be able to mitigate that coming in from Love QuickPlay, so they just had to hope to be able to burst them down fast enough.
So we see Reinhardt pushing up a little bit. The shield's getting low. They need to take a bit more space, but we have a swap on the Doomfist. Hopefully try to push him back as far enough to cap the point. Does get stuck. Putting ults. But Camille.
Great ult combo.
Yeah, cleaning up. And looks like we kept the point with a team kill. So big finish for at the end there. Alright, so we're going to switch places.
Minute Killer there was taking a lot of early damage on the shield. Very, very aggressive push or positioning there. I would have liked to see them play the corner a bit more.
Play a
you know,
corner,
yeah, you use that natural cover because that's your biggest friend as any player really, using natural cover, but especially for tanks because it lets you kind of maximize the usage of your shield. When you're playing wide out in the open there, you know, we saw Minute Killer's shield just absolutely get destroyed. So, well, I don't know if it would have been enough to be able to stop that rush visor. Yeah, every little bit helps.
Well, looks like we're gonna have some dueling Widowmakers. So that's gonna be fun to watch. Maki showing that they had great Widowmaker skills, especially in the Streets phase. Quadric with a strong start on offense earlier, so both are very strong Widowmakers. We'll see who reigns supreme. We do have a bit more of a shield for Minute Killer, the Sigma. We'll see if the D.Va is able to defend their Widowmaker here.
Yeah, a little bit of an interesting composition coming in from Love QuickPlay. Oh, and there you go, early pick from Maki, forcing out that early res.
Taking strong angles here. High ground. Oh, what a shot! Happy I caught that on camera.
Over here.
You know, it's looking really good for Team Mist here, but oh, that was a great railgun coming in, Neil. D.Va is out of mech, so it's if they can. Oh, they weren't able to stop that. So a couple picks coming in from Camille, and despite those two opening picks coming in from Maki, it looks like they're not going to get any progress up to this point.
Which is unfortunate. They could have had one more tick. Maki's still
They could
doing
have had
great.
a tick.
Yeah. Maki's doing work, but the team needs to capitalize on these picks. And Quadric finally taking that out. Maki.
Yeah. Yeah, with Camille just absolutely popping off on that defense there. They have a quick overclock ready to go. They can make use of this and turn this team fight being down 4v5. But giant Gravitic Flux gets everybody else on the team there with like great follow-up as well. So this should be a secured first point coming in Mist. A couple swaps here.
Yeah, so great job on the first attempt. Didn't quite get a tick, but they turned it right around in the second attempt.
And a relatively low ult charge or ult usage too. Like one Forbidden Flux and First Sight there, but oh no!
Oh, with the squash.
With the squish.
Oh, Maki.
Maki's still doing their best. Trying to get those picks, try to equalize it as best they
And the
can.
enemy's trying to push her off high ground, doing that job really well. Maki's still kind of in control of the point here.
Yeah, they do. Love QuickPlay does respect the close spawns and respects Maki's Widow here as they retreat back to the arch. Try to have some bit more favorable sight lines positioning. And Quadric once again going for the backline dive, but unfortunately not able to get that first pick.
Yeah, if you saw earlier, Maki was kind of pointing out, calling out that Quadric was hiding in that window up top, so they were ready. Great vision there.
Great communication. A very ambitious Death Blossom on that one. Especially with the Diva play. So it looks like it's just a little bit of a cleanup. You know, hopefully Bogglefox can get out here, not stagger. Really, Team just needs to absolutely reset here, but wow, forcing out the blade and actually getting the kill on that. That's a little interesting of a blade.
Only taking out Amy, but Maki again cleaning up Quadric Genji.
It was a little bit of an ego blade, really not necessary. But, oh, and once again, the Diva Bomb getting one, so that's huge. But, again, Minikiller with the great Gravitic Flux. And the rest of the team able to help and clean that up.
Yeah, we're going to catch a Mercy here. There we go, staggering her a little bit, which is really good.
Great stagger on.
We do have Quadric hiding again, but I think they know that he's there, so... not quite the hold, but... Unfortunately, Team Mist is not pushing the point. They're kind of pushing really far out. Okay, there we go. They move back a little bit to get at least one person on the card. Now they have 3.
Misses with the accretion on the blocking Doom. So the Doom is able to get that full charged punch, but wasn't able to do anything with that. Maki once again getting a nice early pick, but quickly traded back from Camille. We do have some ultimates coming online here. And there comes a Kitsune. Hopefully you just clean everything up here. Quick team fight win.
Pushing Team Mist all the way back. Catching.
A little bit of a stagger. Oh no.
And they do stagger Amy.
Quadric once again trying to go for a cheeky little flank.
Activating the barrier.
I don't know if it's worked out for them quite yet so far. There's been a lot of attempts. I respect it, but not a lot of success, to be honest.
Oh, we have Duke. We did have the beam out there, but it was cancelled out by Duke's punch.
Yeah, once again, a lot of aggression coming in from Love QuickPlay. They just want to push the tempo, try to clean up everything best they can, force them back into their spawn.
Holding really far, but if it works, it works.
A little bit of flank coming in from Snocky, it looks like. I don't know if they're going to try to force a point here, but, you know, Love QuickPlay being really heads up and going right back to point. They may have checked the leaderboard, saw the swap on the Tracer, so they just wanted to respect the potential back cap. Not get too greedy with it. It's going to be last team fight coming in here. A couple ultimates online for both teams.
So Maki kind of touching the point. Able to clean up that Mercy. We'll see. She does. Sigma taking out that high ground from Easy there. Blade coming out, taking it out. 3 picks. Quadric finally taking out the back line. Will it be enough?
It's a
Single
1v3, and unfortunately, it's not looking too good for Team Mist.
There we go. That cleans up the game. Love QuickPlay taking the victory, moving on to grand finals, and with Team Mist moving down into the lower bracket. Great game, both sides. Tons of like high intensity picks. Maki doing a great job on King's Row. He's from this play of the game here, taking out 4 pretty much with that final nade. So overall, very great game.
Yeah, it was very, very fun to watch. You know, that Team Mist very well could have had it if Quadric wasn't able to pull out that clutch blade. So
yeah, you're right. That clutch blade at the end, kind of cleaning things up for the match there, and still very, very entertaining. All right, so looks like we will have another game tomorrow, kind of the lower bracket game between United Buddies and No Name Brand, and whoever wins that will be up against Team Mist, and we'll again kind of moving closer to the conclusion of this tournament. We only have a couple games left, so looking forward to the rest of the tournament. All right, so I believe they wanted to do a bit of a post-game interview, so I'll kind of leave our call for a bit and move into Love QuickPlay's call and see kind of their thoughts about the game, and before we end off this show. So I'll be right back with you, Alex, and I'm going to move and kind of have a quick chat with Love QuickPlay.
Sounds good.
Oh.
Hello. So here's the post-game interview, as so many people suggested. So right now we have Love QuickPlay in the call. So I wanted to hear your thoughts about the game. We saw some really strong, high accuracy play with Widowmakers on both sides in the last map. That's so Quadric.
True. That's so true.
Yes. Yeah. So any thoughts about that last map, especially King's Row? Alex and I were talking about how your first offensive play on King's Row was very reminiscent of LA Gladiators on Overwatch League.
Sure 4.
Yeah, with the Canadian Sure 4 and the kind of the Widowmaker's top window and the team rotating all the way to the back. Was that your kind of intention with that?
Yes, that was.
Yeah. So it caused both sides to rotate. So interesting choice. Paid off. So.
That was courtesy of Mr. John Roxas' idea.
Well, you got us the
Follow the
opening
leader,
pick.
That's
Follow
true.
the
That's
leader.
true. That's true. And my aim for once, guys.
Yeah, it worked. It worked, and I mean, Widowmaker duels are always super fun to watch. Catching. No, not quite. Not quite.
No.
Not fun to play.
Bro was getting
was-
dipped.
that was
Dude,
trying.
I was trying every left, right, and center, man. Oh my goodness.
It was working for a bit too. So I mean, you end up swapping to Genji to kind of help fend things off a little bit. So I mean, if you switch, you switch, right? Yeah. So it looks like you guys are moving into the grand finals, awaiting the winners of the bottom bracket there. So any thoughts moving into the grand finals? Anything that you're going to be working on to prepare yourself for this last match?
Mr. Roxas, would you like to take this one?
Not really.
I will be going to bed on time. Thank you guys for that is my contribution.
Nice. Oh, we'll be continuing doing what we are doing to win the games.
That is true. That
By
is true.
not practice.
Quadric Solo Blade.
Solo blade.
Yeah.
Solo blade. 10 million feet inside the enemy lines. That's true.
It was a very, very strong ending there. Kind of clutch blading just to end the game, because
That's true.
it was, they were coming back a little bit, but the blade was able to take out 3 or 4 people at the end there. So it's great job to finish off the
Yes,
game.
yes. The only time I don't solo blade. Thanks, guys. I'm useful sometimes.
All right. So any final thoughts before we end the call in this stream?
Not really.
No. All right. No worries. All right. So great job again, and we'll see you in grand finals.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Should we start screaming in the other call, guys? Like.
You can do whatever you wish. We are ending off here.
What the hell? All right. You guys want to join the other call? Say our
Wait,
praises.
who was that Maki person?
That's
You should go introduce yourselves. All right. Have yourselves a great night.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
All right, so very interesting interview. They were referencing the Overwatch League LA Gladiators Sure 4 play there, so it's funny that they're doing that.
I managed to catch that. The great bamboozle. You gotta love it. Gotta love it.
All right, so this will end tonight's tournament match, and we'll see if there's another one tomorrow or not. It is the long weekend, so students might have a bit of time to play. All right, so I just want to thank Alex for great co-casting here.
Time.
Yeah, and have a great weekend, everybody, whoever's watching.